You ever have those days where you wake up, stare at the ceiling, and think, what's even the point? You've got goals, dreams, maybe even a plan. But for some reason, you just can't move. You scroll, you procrastinate, you overthink, and then feel guilty for wasting another day. It's frustrating, right? Because deep down, you know you're capable of more. You just don't feel like doing anything. Well, here's the truth. Feeling stuck doesn't mean you're lazy or broken. It means your mind and motivation are out of sync. And in this video, we're going to fix that. We'll talk about why your brain resists change, how motivation actually works, and I'll share 5 simple, proven steps to pull yourself out of that mental quicksand, even when you don't feel like it. So, if you've been feeling lost, unmotivated, or just stuck, stay with me. Let's start with step 1. Understand the real reason you feel stuck. Most people think they lack motivation, but what they actually lack is clarity. When your goals are vague, like, I want to be successful or I want to be happier, your brain doesn't know where to begin, so it shuts down. The fix? Get painfully specific. Instead of saying, I want to be productive, say, I'll spend 20 minutes organizing my desk right after breakfast. The smaller and clearer the task, the easier it is to start. I used to tell myself I'd work on my channel and then feel paralyzed all day. But when I said, write the intro paragraph for my next video, suddenly I was in motion. Because clarity breeds action. Step 2. Stop waiting to feel motivated. This one's huge. Motivation isn't the start of action. It's the result of it. Think about it. When's the last time you felt truly motivated before you started doing something? Probably never. You start working out, and then you feel good. You start cleaning, and then the energy comes. The trick is to reverse the loop. Don't wait for motivation to act. Act to create motivation. I call it the 20-second rule. Just start doing the thing for 20 seconds. Write 1 sentence, do 1 push-up, open the document. Once you're in motion, your brain says, oh, we're doing this now, and momentum takes over. Step 3. Simplify your environment. We underestimate how much our surroundings affect our mental energy. A cluttered desk, a messy room, a dozen open tabs. They all send one message. You're overwhelmed. And when your brain feels overwhelmed, it defaults to doing nothing. So simplify. Remove distractions. If you can, keep your workspace minimal. 1 focus item, 1 task. I once spent an hour preparing to work, setting up the perfect playlist, lighting everything, and then realized all I did was delay starting. So now I make it stupidly simple. Laptop, notebook, done. Motivation thrives in simplicity. Step 4. Redefine progress. A lot of people feel stuck because they measure success in big leaps instead of small steps. You look at others' highlight reels and think, I'm so far behind. But success is built on invisible progress. The boring, tiny things no one sees. I had a friend who felt like quitting his side project because it wasn't growing. Then we tracked his work hours. Turns out, he'd only spent 8 total hours on it that month. You can't expect results from effort you haven't actually given. So redefine what progress looks like. Did you show up today? Did you write 1 paragraph? Did you take 1 healthy action? That is progress. Celebrate it, because small wins compound, always. Step 5. Build systems, not goals. Goals tell you where you want to go. Systems keep you moving when motivation fades. For example, if your goal is get fit, your system is work out for 20 minutes every morning at 8 a.m. Systems make the process automatic. They remove the emotional decision of, do I feel like it today? I used to rely on motivation alone, and every time it disappeared, so did my progress. But once I built systems, fixed times, routines, cues, things started to change. You don't need willpower if you have structure. Now let's talk about pitfalls, because there are a few traps that keep you stuck even when you're trying. 1. Comparing your Chapter 1 to someone else's Chapter 20. You see people thriving online and forget they've been at it for years. 2. Chasing motivation like it's something external. It's not. It's built from consistent action. And 3, being too hard on yourself. You can't shame your way into progress. That only makes you more resistant. The key is gentle discipline, treating yourself like someone you're responsible for helping, not punishing. So let's recap. You feel stuck not because you're lazy, but because your mind lacks clarity. Your environment drains you, and your habits depend on emotion instead of systems. The fix: get specific. Start small, simplify your surroundings, redefine progress, and build systems that carry you forward even when you don't feel like it. Remember, you don't need to overhaul your life overnight. You just need to start. Because once you take that first small step, you'll remember you were never really stuck. You were just standing still, waiting for permission to move. And here's your gentle reminder: no one's coming to push you. But that's the best news, because it means you have the power to push yourself. So, take a breath, start where you are, and just do the next right thing. You'll be amazed how quickly momentum builds when you stop waiting for the perfect moment and start creating it. If this helped you, consider hitting the like button, not for the algorithm, but as a small way of telling yourself, I'm ready to change. And if you want more simple, science-backed insights like this, subscribe. Because next time, we're talking about how to stop self-sabotaging your progress before it even starts. Until then, take care of yourself and keep moving, one small step at a time.